So like I was saying, this area can be kind of tricky just because we kind of have a limited time to move through here because that glass up there, if it breaks, it's going to cause an oxygen leak in here, and we're not going to be living very long, so we need to get through here quickly. Normally we could just avoid it and not shoot it out, but there's a Revenant up here that's going to shoot it out for us. We don't have to worry about that. And here I can demonstrate what I was talking about in the last video with the plasma gun and the Revenants. This is actually a very poor demonstration of it because the rockets are still hitting me anyway. But I don't really have time to worry about that because I need to get through here and quickly. So this is why it's a very tricky area, is because you're already in a hurry, so you're going to take a lot of damage. First thing we got to do is close the shutters so we can actually breathe in here. And then we can get through this door. Yeah, I died quite a few times here on my nightmare run, and I'm not really doing much better this time around. Thank you, Revenant, for dying. One of the reasons why I think they're the most annoying enemy in this game. I believe there's going to be another chain gunner over here. Yeah, there he is. So, I was at Playing Trade again the other day, and I picked up another game for my FPS collection that I played a little bit of yesterday. I'm going to play a little bit more of it today. And it's the First Soldier of Fortune, and I'm honestly really liking it. So, if I get good enough at it, I definitely will consider LPing that, because this is another Quake Engine game. It's playing a lot better than the second one, so I'm highly looking forward to that. We got into this room here and actually got some health, so we nearly escaped that dangerous encounter back there. I guess this was supposed to be some kind of office, but the associates are not really being all that helpful at the moment. They're being kind of dead. I think the first time I played this, I tried to like jump over that using that crate over there and try to get in there that way, but that's just completely pointless when you can just shoot out the glass with the pistol you're never going to use against any enemies anyway, and just use the grabber to collect the items you need to pick up. That's why it's awesome to have items with physics in these games. And items that can pick up physics-based objects as well. Or a tool that can, I suppose. We almost have all the audio diaries in, or the PDAs, I guess they're called, in The Lost Mission. There's not really that many of them, because it's short, obviously, and there's none that are really obnoxiously well hidden, like in the main Doom 3 campaign.
Something is happening here, and no one knows what's going on. The power is going crazy. We can't communicate with Central Administration, and I've heard something like screams. I don't know. It was so disturbing. Okay, my assistant left me, and I'm all alone here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this.
I think there might only be one more we have to get.
Network working, but
you may notice there when I saved that the time on my Xbox defaults to 7 AM on November 22nd, 2005, and that's just because if you're not connected to the internet, your Xbox's time and day will default back to that. Which is really stupid. There's an arch-rival there, but I made short work of him because he was actually really close to us for a change. We could hit him with the double-barrel shotgun right when he spawned. Crap. I was having such good luck in the early parts of this game with these guys. Oh, I guess if you fire the double-barrel shotgun and switch weapons, then you can come back to it and reload the shells in manually, which is pretty cool. Again, with the stupid spawning in front of me. That was pretty close. That's pretty cool. One thing that somebody pointed out to me with the with the reload animation of the machine gun there is when you reload it and you take the clip out, there's actually the chamber in there that the clip is supposed to fit into is actually not hollow. There's like, it looks like a solid block in there, so you don't really see how there's any scientific way the clip could fit in there, which is definitely a shortcoming of the graphics in this game, amongst very few shortcomings of this otherwise gorgeous graphics engine. And of course there's going to be an enemy in there. Thankfully, it was a weak one. Got some much needed ammo for the rocket launcher and the plasma gun there. And we're going to use it right now. Here's the third and final bruiser in the Lost Mission. Took some grenades out because we're not really going to use those grenades very often from now on. We're done fighting possessed marines for the most part, except maybe one or two more chain gunners. And now I believe we've backtracked all the way to the beginning here. Let's go put that power cell in. That's it? You got nothing to say to us? Nothing at all? Okay.
Excellent. You're back. The inducer is working perfectly, and the teleporter is ready for transport. Here's the situation. There's a teleporter outpost in the other dimension, and it's still operational. It's very powerful, and it has a range that could lead those demons all the way to Earth. I would disable it myself, but it requires 2 people to do it. One person at the outpost to initiate the teleporter, and another person here to transmit a power surge to destroy it. I know it's a lot to ask, but you'll need to go to the other dimension, find the remote outpost, and initiate the startup sequence. You're our only hope of defeating this evil. I've got the teleporter ready to go. All you need to do is go into the chamber and initiate the sequence. I'll handle the rest from here. But before you go, I want to give you my personal account of what happened here. It explains everything. The advanced teleporter, how the madness started, everything. It's over there on the console. Please take it. The world needs to know the truth.
Okay, so that video does go into detail of some of the events that happened, particularly his experiences, but none of it is really all that relevant. You can look at it if you want to, but I'm not going to show it on screen.
Decontamination complete.
I have the teleporter sequence already configured. Just activate the main console.
Why do I get the feeling that I'm going to have to fight a bunch of enemies in this room?
Good luck.
This is giving me a very strong Half-Life vibe.
Activated. Teleportation will commence in T-minus.
But we're not going to Zen this time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. We're going somewhere far worse. That's right. We're in hell. Alright, so we are in the Hell Outpost, and we're going to get a massive cache of weapons and ammo here, including the final weapon in the game, the BFG 9000, the best weapon in all of FPS game history, essentially. I mean, you can't top the BFG. It's got the best name ever, and it kills pretty much anything and everything in this game, as I'll be demonstrating later on. Now, this is a really interesting area here, the first area of the Hell Outpost. First of all, we're going to fight some new enemies here that I'm surprised the game didn't use up until this point, but it's only going to use them in this level because this is the final level, of course. These are cherubs, and like I said, they actually do have a decent amount of health for how small they are, but you can still instant kill them with the grabber by dropping them. There's a cacodemon over there. Might just be better off using the machine gun against him, just because I want to conserve my ammo for the plasma gun, although having 10 clips for it is pretty good. Actually 11 clips if you don't count the initial. So that's pretty awesome. I don't think you can really launch enemies at other enemies, really. The rocket launcher was really good against the cacodemons in the original game, but not so much in this one. There's a pinky that physics to death over there. Now the Pinkies are Pinky is kind of a fan name for those enemies. They're just credited as Demon, just generic Demon in the original Doom credits. But I think we've all sort of adapted the Pinky, and it was used in the Doom movie as well as the nickname for that character. There's a Revenant over there, and this is going to be the perfect example of what I'm talking about with the plasma gun shooting down the Revenant rockets. This is one of the most wide open space encounters in the entirety of the Doom 3 engine. And it's really, really bizarre because you normally never have this much wide open space. And it actually demonstrates a very odd feature of the Pinky's AI, which is its ability to sidestep madly from great distances. Usually, it didn't really happen in this recording, but my previous runs through this, the Pinkies would be like sidestepping like all the way across the screen. Like, it was ridiculous. It looked very silly. And now I also have enough space to not only shoot down these rockets, but to dodge them as well for the most part, although I don't recommend trying to dodge them. We managed to get out of that without too much damage, but it's only getting worse from here. This is obviously the best part of the Lost Mission, just because of the big meaty encounter. Let's show off the BFG 9000 by nuking the crap out of the Hell Knight. Oh my god. He definitely got physics to death. No, he got science to death. That's what he got. Now, this I thought was a really clever thing that the Lost Mission did. This is a unique type of zombie enemy that was only really seen once or twice in the Doom 3 campaign. I don't think it was used at all in the Resurrection of Evil campaign, if I recall. And it's like supposed to just be a zombie on fire, but it's like its own unique enemy. It's designed with distinctly for like one particular encounter in Doom 3, and that was it. It was basically just a throwaway enemy design, but they are actually they're a lot different than the other zombies, and they, because of how, you know, they have their flesh is burned off and they kind of lunge at you more quickly. They're a lot scarier and they're a lot more appropriate to actually have in Hell. So I thought that was a really nice touch that they decided to include those enemies down here. They really worked with all that they were given and decided to make the best of it, I guess. And I really like how it turned out, really. Proof that you can catch the Hell Knight's projectiles with the grabber, although it's still very difficult, and as you can see, they have an enormous amount of damage they inflict on you, as well as a great deal of splash damage around it. You don't have to use the BFG against them. If you're going to use the BFG, you might as well use it against a Hell Knight or something big like that. I don't recommend using it on anything else, but we still have enough ammo. I mean, the BFG is pretty excessive. We really don't even need it in this campaign at all. I mean, we can just use the rocket launcher and the plasma gun for such things, as we demonstrated there. But the fact that we have the BFG does make everything nice. If you got the BFG late in, if you got it early in Doom 3, then you could have the BFG to fight the first time you encounter Hell Knights. But if you find it the normal way, then you'll have it after you fight your first Hell Knights. You'll have to use the rocket launcher, which I still think is fine. It takes like more than 5 rockets to kill a Hell Knight, I believe. So more than an entire clip, which does seem like a lot, but it's really not when you consider just how tough they are.